Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here for the third challenge of the Winter Blues kit. As usual, there are some freebies which I'll share with you in just a moment. But just a little reminder that these challenges have obviously started earlier. They started the end of November so that we can finish in time for Christmas. So this is the third and final challenge. Next Sunday, what I will do is I will have a video because I am putting together a journal using the Winter Blues kit and the freebies. So I want to kind of share that with you, and I'll also share a bit more details on the giveaway on how to win that journal. Because I'm doing my usual winners drawing. So at the end of all of the challenges, I will do a drawing of those that have participated and posted their makes in the Facebook group. If you post entries where you are just using the freebies, for every post that you make, you get one entry. So if over the course of the month you post 5 times, whether it's something for the challenge or something else that you've made with the freebies, for each post you will then get your 5 entries if you did 5 posts. If, however, you use the main Winter Blues kit that you've purchased from my shop, either as well as the freebies or instead of the freebies, then you get 2 entries per post that you make. So again, if you make 5 posts throughout the month, then you will get 10 entries if you've used the main kit as well. The only reason I do that, some people have questioned, it's only because obviously those people who have paid for the kit, it's kind of just an extra thank you for using it, and obviously then sharing it within the group and inspiring others on how they could use the kit. So as a thank you, they get a bonus entry for each post that they make. So I'll have that usual winners drawing, and the winner gets to pick a kit from my shop. I normally have 3 winners, so 3 people get to pick a kit from my shop. On top of that, because it is Christmas, as I said, I am making a journal, so I have promised to do a giveaway of that journal. As I said, I'll hope to show that next Sunday, so you can kind of have a look at the journal. I have started it, it's kind of underway at the moment. And to be in chance for winning that journal, all you need to do is under each of these challenge videos, you just need to leave a comment. Obviously, you do need to be a subscriber for the channel as well. So be a subscriber, comment under each challenge video, and I would also like to see a post, whether that's in my Facebook group or on Instagram, or if you have a YouTube channel and you're sharing something that you've made either using the kit or the freebies, I would like to see that. So just tag me in it. I'm non-stop Papercrafts on all social media platforms, and that will then give you an entry into the drawing for the journal. But as I said, I will share the journal next week with you all and explain again how you can enter for that giveaway. Right, so the freebies for this week, there are 3 pages that you can grab. You can get these either in the Non-Stop Papercrafts Facebook group or on my Ko-fi page. So we have 2 letter pages, so you could write a letter to Santa if that's what you want to do. But as I said, I've tried to not make this too Christmassy. It's more wintry, so they could just be pen pal letters. But you've got 2 pages there, one with a red background, one with the blue. And then we've got 2 pages of envelopes. So this one has an envelope with that red design. I've also done a bit of a bookmark down the side as well, but you could by all means use that as a belly band or something in your journal. It doesn't have to be a bookmark. I was just thinking bookmark. And then this is the second envelope, this time with the blue background. We've got a few faux stamps and some labels there as well. So those are the freebie pages that you can pick up either in the Non-Stop Papercrafts Facebook group, or you can grab them on my Ko-fi page. Now, these freebies actually have nothing to do with the challenge this week. I think I was just inspired. I made, as part of a collaboration that I was part of, the Sugar Plum Stories, I made a card, greeting card and envelope folio to keep greeting cards and envelopes in. And as I was making that, I was thinking, oh, it'd be really nice to have a letter writing set. So that's kind of what prompted this. So I wanted to make a letter writing set. So you've got your 2 letter pages and some envelopes You could obviously just print this lots and lots of times, so you have a stack of envelopes and a stack of writing pages, and then include this in your journal. And I will be including it in my journal, but as I said, that's not the challenge. What I also want to make for my journal, which is what the challenge is today, and I've already gathered some bits, I really want to make a tassel. I love tassels on journals, but if I'm honest, I've only probably made less than 5, I would imagine, tassels. So I'm not the best at them, but I do love them. So this is a challenge more for me than for anybody else. But yeah, I thought it might just be fun to do something different. You can of course add paper dangles and stuff to it if you wanted to. But yeah, I thought something slightly different this week might be quite nice. So as I said, I've gathered some bits. So I've got this, which I think I've used quite recently in some projects because it's just a lovely sort of sheer silky fabric. So I thought that might be quite nice. I've got a teeny tiny bit of this, which I'm going to try and use as well. I've got some eyelash trim, a nice blue one. I have got pink, but that doesn't really go with the colour of the kit, so I'm going to use the blue one, I think. I pulled out this because this is quite a nice thin white lace, so I thought that might be quite nice to use. I've got these, and I was thinking of using this deeper one, but maybe trimming it in half because it looks like it has sort of 2 sides to it, so I might trim that in half and use the red. So we've got a pop of red in there. I've then got this kind of silvery colour sari silk, so I thought I'd use some of that as well. And then I seem to have a lot of this wider ribbon, so I thought I would use those. And then I've got some whites and creams, and then I've got some kind of crochet lace, and then in a kind of greyish blue. Actually, it is more grey. But yeah, I've got that colour as well, and then just another little thin piece. I did put together this string of beads, and I thought they were all the lovely colours that are in the kit. So lots of deep blues, lighter blues, some reds, and then I found this charm in my stash. So it's just a bird sitting on a perch, but I thought I've got a robin that's doing something very similar in one of my images, so that's why I've popped that on the bottom there. So I'm going to try and attach that. And then I also found this in my stash, so I thought these pearls might be quite nice in there as well, as they look quite wintry. Now, there are lots of different ways that you can make tassels. I do not like anything overly complicated. I try to make these as simple as possible. So all I'm going to do, first of all, is just gather a load of different lengths of each of the ribbons and laces and things that I've got, and then I'm just going to try and bundle them together and see if we can make some kind of tassel out of them. So let's have a think of how long we want this. So this is one of the signatures that I'm working on, so obviously I haven't got a cover or anything, but I'm just trying to get an idea of length. So if this had a cover, how long do I want it? So possibly about there. So ideally, I don't really want any of my strips longer than this. So let's put that away so I don't lose that. How long is this? I mean, this is quite crumpled, but that's fine. So I'm just going to snip a bit off of that. So that's those 2 pieces. I don't think that's even as long. No, that's shorter, so that's fine. So this is a thinner part. I might use this to actually tie everything together. So I'm going to keep that to one side. Obviously this is not quite as long, so that's fine. Let's have a strip of this. But yeah, like I said, I do really love tassels, and I don't know why. I think it's just one of those things I always forget really to include one. It's not that I don't like them, I just forget. I get so carried away like with the pages and decorating the pages and making sure that I've got all the pockets and tags and such, that I forget this part. Right, that needs to be a little bit shorter. Maybe about there. Then I've got this silver sari silk. Oh, okay, well that'll do. That was easy. That's that one done. And then okay, I was going to use this, but I also just want to cut up the middle. Because it kind of has these natural two halves to them. So if I cut up the middle of them, then I get a thinner piece. Something like that. How long do I need this? Yeah, about there actually. Perfect. Snip. And then that bit can just go back on there, whoops, for a different project. Okay. Get all tangled now, that'll do. Right, and then I've got this thinner one as well. But I thought a tassel might be quite a nice way to kind of get rid of some stash as well, because I've got all of these different bits of ribbons. Because as I said, I always look at them and I think, oh, that would look beautiful on a tassel, and then just never make tassels. So it's a nice way to use up some of that stuff that we all have hoarded in our craft rooms. That was obviously just a little bit. I might have that dangling with that. And we've got this lovely kind of sheer, whispery kind of fabric. And last but not least, okay, so here are all of my bits and pieces. Now, you can obviously mess around with this and think about the layers and what you can see where. I don't think I'm going to fuss about it too much. I think I'm just going to literally lay some stuff down. Just going to neaten it up because obviously things did start falling around when I was trying to cut to different lengths. Something like that. Okay, so we have our kind of sausage of materials, and then I just kind of lift it up in the middle. Oh, I think I pulled that too much that side. Okay, then I'm going to use this to first of all just tie around the middle. And I'm then going to fold it in half essentially. Just give that another little tug. And then this is going to get wrapped around. I'm going to wrap that around that way, this one around this way, and then just tie this together. Now, as I said, there are lots of different ways that you can make tassels, and you can go and check out some other videos of people probably doing this much better than me. But this is how I've always made them, even though, like I said, it's only been a handful of times. But there we have a tassel that has all different bits and bobs on it. And then, like I said, I've got these, so I think I'm going to slot on the end of one of those little balls on there, and then hook that also, oops, where I've tied it here. And then that just dangles off there. And then all I would do is once I've made my journal is I would then use a bulb pin just to kind of go through some of the fabrics and then pin that to my journal cover. But there is an easy tassel. Now another option is when you kind of do the folding over, some people use one of those metal rings to put through it, and then obviously you can also use that to kind of hang from your journal. But like I said, I just use the ribbon to kind of tie around, and it always holds nicely in place like that. But you can, of course, like I said, use a ring if that's easier. It depends how you're attaching it to your journal. So there we go. That is the challenge for this week. As I said, nice and simple. The freebies do not have anything to do with the challenge, but like I said, it was just a nice kind of thing that I had in my mind that I wanted to do anyway with the letter writing kit. But I also really wanted a tassel for my journal, so I thought that would make a nice, fun, different challenge and using up some supplies as well. So don't forget, if you are taking part in the challenge, when you post in the Facebook group, you are using the hashtag nonstoppapercraftswinterblues for every post. Obviously, for this one, you're not actually using kit or freebies. So for each post, just for this week, I will give automatically 2 entries to everybody that posts their tassel. Again, if you decide to make lots of tassels and you make lots and lots of posts showing the different tassels that you've made, for each post that you make, you'll have 2 entries for this week's challenge. Of course, if you do make the letter kit and you use the freebies, even if you post those, you will also get an entry into the prize drawing at the end. So there are lots of entries to be had this week. I hope you have fun with this, and I cannot wait to see your posts in the Facebook group. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful crafty day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.